Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. 16-year-old Genevieve Zimmerman has gone missing in the French Lick area in Orange County, and authorities have now issued a silver alert. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Department, Miss Zimmerman is 5 foot 5 inches tall with a slender build of 120 pounds, blue eyes, facial piercings, and purple-colored hair. She was last seen wearing dark-colored clothing. She is believed to be in extreme danger and may require medical assistance. The Orange County Sheriff's Department is asking if anyone knows the whereabouts of this juvenile or encounters her to please contact the Orange County Sheriff's Department at 812-723-2417. That's 812-723-2417, extension number 1. 2 children were found deceased in a Mitchell, Indiana home on Tuesday afternoon, and a woman has been charged with their murder. At approximately 4 p.m. at the request of the Mitchell Police Department, Bloomington State Police Post detectives responded to 1211 Brook Street in Mitchell to investigate the deaths of a male child aged 3 years old and a female child aged 1 year old. A female subject identified as 33-year-old Brittany Medina has been arrested for 2 counts of murder. Detectives and crime scene investigators from the Indiana State Police assisted with the investigation into the deaths. The Lawrence County Coroner's Office responded to the scene and transported the bodies from Mitchell to Bedford. Autopsies have been scheduled. Detectives are working with the Lawrence County Prosecutor's Office, and the case remains under investigation. A drug tip led to the arrest of a drug-dealing duo in Owensville over the weekend. Owensville Town Marshal Roger Leiser, with the assistance of multiple other officers, went to 110 West Brumet Street in Owensville to conduct a knock and talk after receiving information of drug activity next to a state-owned preschool. Upon arriving and walking up to the building that held multiple rooms, officers could smell raw marijuana coming from inside. At that point, officers located 28-year-old Michael Giuseppe of Poseyville and 34-year-old Seth Ortieselman of Owensville in a common area inside the building and continued their drug investigation. At the conclusion of the investigation, Officer Roger Leiser placed Mr. Giuseppe and Mr. Ortieselman into custody and transported them to the Gibson County Jail. Michael Giuseppe was charged with dealing marijuana, possession of marijuana over 30 grams within 1,000 feet of a school, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He remains in custody on a $12,000 bond. Seth Ortieselman was charged with dealing marijuana, possession of methamphetamines, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He remains in custody as well with the same dollar amount of a bond. Assisting Officer Leiser in his investigation was Owensville Reserve Marshal Pedro Ferreira and Gibson County Sheriff Deputies Sergeant Lauren Barchett, Quentin Might, and Michael Owens. The 2023 Jasper Strassenfest Half Pot event has resulted in a donation of just over $23,000 to the Vincennes University Jasper Foundation. The check was presented on Friday, September 22nd, to VU Jasper Director of Student Services Mary Champion, VUJ Assistant Vice President and Dean Christian Bloom, and VUJ Foundation President Dan Fritsch by the members of the Jasper Strassenfest Committee. The donation will help to benefit local students through the VU Jasper Foundation's Scholastic Excellence Fund, with 18 Du Bois County students to be impacted by this donation. The scholarship fund aims to help students begin their college journey with zero out-of-pocket expenses and without the need for loans. The donation of over $23,074 will help the VU Jasper Foundation provide area students with a 1-year full tuition scholarship and fees for the fall and spring to include a $500 bookstore stipend per semester for books and supplies and a laptop computer. On Monday, September 25th, Tracy and Matthew Davenport, owners of Davenport Extreme Pools and Spas, based in Louisville, Kentucky, turned themselves into the Clark County Sheriff's Department on warrants issued for their arrest following investigations by the Indiana State Police. In July of this year, the Clark County Prosecutor's Office contacted Detective Tim Denby about an ongoing investigation into Davenport Extreme Pools after discovering additional victims in Clark County. The cases involved victims paying the Davenports to construct private pools that were never built. Davenport Extreme Pools filed for bankruptcy shortly after signing contracts and receiving the payments. 4 different victims in Clark County were contacted by Detective Denby, and in each situation, the victims had paid Davenport Extreme Pools large down payments to construct in-ground pools. Detective Denby determined that in total, the victims paid over $245,000 during 2021 to 2022. Construction has still not began on any of these cases and/or projects. After completing this investigation, Detective Denby turned his findings over to the Clark County Prosecutor's Office. On September 25th of this year, Clark County Circuit Court issued arrest warrants for both Tracy and Matthew Davenport for the following charges: corrupt business influence, which is 2 counts, a level 5 felony; for theft, a 3-count level 5 felony; fraud, 3 counts, level 5 felony; and theft, 1 count of level 6 felony; fraud, 1 count, level 6 felony. This investigation is ongoing. Any Indiana residents who believes they may have been a victim associated with this case is encouraged to contact the Indiana State Police in Sellersburg. The Huntingburg Street Department is conducting a cleanup event for residents to dispose of unwanted items safely. The 2023 Fall Cleanup Day schedule is Thursday and Friday, October 12th and 13th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and again on Saturday, October 14th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. This event will be located at 1103 East 1st Street. The cost is $5 per car, $10 per truck, $10 per trailer under 8 feet, and $20 per trailer over 8 feet. Additional fees apply for items such as vehicle tires on rims for $5, vehicle tires without rims for $4, large trucks and tractor tires over 15 inches for $10, mattresses for $10, upholstered chairs for $10, and couches for $15. Smaller loose items can be placed in a trash bag. To be considered a small item, it must be between 12 and 18 inches. The cost is $1 per trash bag on those items. Due to costs associated with bulk disposal, electronics such as televisions, computer towers, monitors, etc. will not be accepted. Items containing Freon, such as refrigerators, dehumidifiers, and air conditioners, require a certificate from a licensed plumber stating the Freon has been removed. Wood, plywood, asphalt, shingles, and other construction debris will not be accepted. This event is only available to residents of Huntingburg. Legal ID and a utility bill are required upon arrival, and the city of Huntingburg has the right to refuse any item. For more information, you can contact the Huntingburg Street Department at 812-683-4122. 18-year-old Riley Mullis was the victim of a fatal crash on Memorial Day of this year between Eckerty and Birdseye. Riley was employed at Sander Processing in Celestine and had a love for hot rods and loud pipes. In honor of Riley and because of his love for these things, the family of Riley Mullis has announced the first annual Showing Out for Riley Mullis Car and Truck Show. Cool rides, food, music, games, bake sale, and more is expected on Saturday, October 7th at the DuBois Park located at 5559 East Jasper DuBois Road in DuBois. Doors open at 11 a.m. for this event. Registration is also from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. with awards ceremony starting at 4 p.m. The cost of this event is $10 per ticket. For more information on how you can submit for this event, please contact Haley at 812-608-2165. That's a look at your news here on 18 WJTS. We'll be right back with your weather forecast.